Hello coders, I hope you are coding well. In the previous video, we wrote the code to show the fitness stats on our dashboard in the Angular application. And in today's video, we will create an API to get the data for the graphs of workout and activities in our Spring Boot application. So let's get started. So in our Spring Boot application, first of all, we need to create a DTO, and to do this we will right click on our DTO package and we will choose a new Java class and we will name this class as graph DTO. And after this we will annotate this class with @data annotation from Lombok to get the getters and setters. And after this, in this graph DTO, we need to return the list of workouts and the list of activities. And to do this, we will write private list and we will import this from java.util. And after this, we will write workout DTO and then we will name this as workouts. And after this, we will write private list and here we will mention activity DTO and we will name this as activities. And with this, our graph DTO is completed. Now we need to create a method in the service. And to do this, we will open stats service implementation. And in this service, we need to create a method. And in this method, we will get last 7 workouts and last 7 activities. And then we will return this data. So we will start writing a new method and this method will return graph DTO. And we will name this method as getGraphStats. And in the body of this method, we need to create pageable because we want to get the data only of last 7 days. And to do this, we will write pageable and we will import this from org.springframework.data.domain and then we will name this as pageable. And after this, we will initialize this with page request and we will import this from data.domain as well. And after this we will call of method and in the params of this method we need to pass the page number and page size. And for the page number we will give this as 0 and for the page size we will give this as 7. And this is because we want to get the latest data and then we want the data of last 7 days. And after this, let's create a list in this method and then we will mention workout. And we will import this from fitness tracker server.entity package. And after this, we will name this as workouts. And after this, we will choose workout repository and we will call a method find last 7 workouts. And in the params of this method, we will pass pageable. And after this, in the same way, we need to get the last 7 activities. So we will create another list and this list will be of activity. And we will import it from fitness tracker server.entity package. And after this, we will name this as activities. And then we will use activity repository. And after this, we will call find last 7 activities. And in the params of this method, we will pass same pageable. And after this, we need to convert this data and we need to set this data in the graph DTO. And to do this, first of all, we will create an object of the graph DTO and we will name this as graph DTO and we will initialize this with new graph DTO. And after this, we will use this graph DTO and we will call a method set workouts. And in this, we will pass workouts and after this, we will apply stream on this and then we will call map method. And in this map method, we need to convert workout entity to the workout DTO. And to do this, we will call getWorkoutDTO which is there in the workout entity. And at the end, we will convert this to the list. And after this, in the same way, we need to set the activities. So we will again write graph DTO and this time we will call set activities. And in this, we will use activities and we will apply stream on it. And then we will call map method. And in this, we will call getActivityDTO method. And then at the end we will convert this to list. And after this we will write a return statement and we will return this graph DTO from here. And with this our getGraphStats method is completed in the stats service implementation. And now we need to create these two methods. And to do this, first of all, we will open workout repository. And in this repository we will create a new method and this method will return list of workouts. And after this we will name this method as find last 7 workouts. And in the params of this method we need to pass the pageable. So we will write here pageable and we will import it from data.domain package and we will name this as pageable. And after this, to write the SQL query, we will annotate this method with @query annotation. And after this, for the SQL query, we will give this as select W from workout and we will name this as W. And after this we need to get the latest data, so we will use order by and then we will pass w.date descending. And with this our method find last 7 workouts is completed in the workout repository. And now let's open activity repository. And in this repository we will again create a new method and this method will return a list of activity and we will name this method as find last 7 activities. And in the params of this method we will pass pageable and we will name this as pageable as well. And then we will annotate this method with @query annotation. And after this, for the SQL query we will give this as select A from activity A order by A dot date descending. And with this our method is completed in the activity repository as well. Now let's go back to stats service implementation. And as you can see the errors are gone. Now let's copy this and after this we will open stats service and we will mention this method here. And after this we need to create an endpoint to call this method, and to do this we will open stats controller. And in this controller we will start writing a new method and this method will return response entity. And after this we will name this method as getGraphStats. And in the body of this method we will create an object of GraphDTO and we will name this as GraphDTO. And after this we will use our stats service and we will call a method getGraphStats. And after this we will write if condition and in this we will use our GraphDTO and then we will check if this is not equal to null. And in this case we will write a return statement and we will use response entity. And after this, to set the OK status we will call .ok method and in the body we will pass GraphDTO. And after this we will write else case as well. And in this case we will again write a return statement and we will return response entity. And after this, to set the status we will call status method and in this we will pass 404. And after this, to set the body we will call .body method and in this we will set null. And at the end we will annotate this method with @getMapping annotation. And for the URL we will set this as /graphs. And with this our getGraphStats API is completed. Now let's run our application. And as you can see our application is up without any errors. Now let's go to the Postman and let's test our getGraphStats API. And in the Postman we will keep the request type get as selected. And after this we need to give the basic URL which is localhost 8080. And after this we need to give the controller URL which is /API. And at the end we need to give the method URL which is /graphs. And after this let's click on this send button to call the API. And as you can see we got 200 OK. And in the response body we got one object and in this object we have two arrays workouts and activities. And now let's open our workouts array. And as you can see in the workouts array we are getting the data of workouts. And after this in the activities array we are getting the activities data. And that's it for today's video. In the next video we will call this graphs data API from our Angular application.